Hey everyone, we are here finally the week that all the changes take place, and I got my little notes here that I'm just going to kind of give you a heads up of everything that's going to be happening this week. So as you know, all the changes in the MLS need to be effective by August 17th. However, August 14th is when the changes will take place within our MLS, and I just want to give you a couple heads up of a few things that are going to be happening that you'll see this week. First and foremost, you may already have noticed that your MLS Touch app might have commissions fields already missing from it. Those had to go into effect prior to our go live date for the MLS in order to pull them out. So that may or may not have happened. It's probably either going to happen today or tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday of this week. The next item you're going to see on Wednesday morning at login, when you go to login, you're going to have to sign a new subscriber agreement. It's going to force you to accept the changes prior to logging into the MLS. And the reason for this is the subscriber agreements had to remove commission language from it. So all forms, everyone within the MLS had to have a new subscriber agreement signed, and the easiest way to do this was by putting it in at login in order for us to capture all the new agreements. Next, at the broker level, the participant agreement is going to come in a separate email. Should be going out tomorrow or Wednesday morning, basically stating that there was changes to the participant agreement, and you can link to that agreement and see what the changes are. That will be active for 30 days. We do need to give a 30-day notice of those changes on the participant agreement. You most likely, as a broker, will get a read receipt when you receive this email, because we do have to track who received all of them. So brokers, please look for that. It'll be a separate email to you directly stating that the participant agreement has had some changes in it. Next, as we've talked about before, there's going to be no pre-sale concessions anywhere within the MLS, including agent remarks and public remarks. So on pre-sale concessions, not commissions, concessions, we will not be having a checkbox, yes or no, and we also will not be allowing pre-sale remarks within agent remarks or public remarks. There will be no concession language within the MLS. And that includes supplements and stuff like that. And then as well, we all know that the commissions are leaving from the MLS, and that can also not be in the agent remarks, in supplements, or any third-party aggregates, meaning you can't put it in your showing time instructions or anything like that. So that is for commissions. Next, showing time is going to have a pop-up that we have activated. We've been working with showing time, so starting, I think it's either going to be Wednesday or Friday, there should be a pop-up box that comes in showing time when you go to schedule a closing or schedule an appointment, a showing appointment. It says, do you have a buyer's agreement in place prior to showing this property? And you will be given a yes or no. If you choose yes, it will take you and allow you to schedule the showing. If you choose no, it's going to take you all the way back to the beginning of the showing process, and it's going to tell you to contact your local MLS. So make sure you have an agreement in place prior to scheduling a showing. The revised policy and procedure manual for the MLS is still being tweaked. We did some final tweaks on it this morning. It should be approved and available by Friday. But again, basically it's removing all the concession language and commission language from the policy and procedure manual, and it's also adding the 2 new fines that we talked about earlier in previous emails. There will be a fine for concessions or commissions if they are within the MLS, and then a fine for not having a showing agreement in place prior to showing a property. Lastly, if you have, so on Wednesday, I'm guessing that the phone calls are going to come in hot and heavy here at the office. If it's contractual in nature, if it's something that has to do with your listing contract or any sort of contractual agreement, I am going to ask that you call Legal Hotline, because we are not attorneys here and can answer your legal questions concerning your listing contracts. We may be able to have a discussion with you, but we would still refer you to Legal Hotline. If it's MLS policy and procedures, if it's anything on the new policies, what's the MLS going to allow, things like that, definitely call here or email Ann and I. Please be patient. I have a feeling the phones are going to be ringing off the hook on Wednesday, so we will tree the calls and take them as soon as we can. But as always, you can send us an email as well, and we will answer them as best as we can. Feel free to reach out at any point in time and ask any questions that you have. And I think we've covered every base that we need to get covered prior to, so let's get this done and see what happens. Have a great week, you all, and again, give us a call if you have any questions.